All right. This is a little explanation of how we are going to use readers in our class. This week we're going to start sending home some very simple readers. Not every child is going to come home with them this week, and so please don't worry if yours doesn't. Some are almost ready but not quite, and so I want it to be a fun experience and not frustrating. So I'm always going to try to send readers home that are easy for your child, so that they're the ones that they're having to actually work through. I want them to do more here. And so at least in the beginning, what's going home is something easy so they can be successful and just enjoy reading to family members. So if a bag comes home in your child's folder on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or even if they want to do it Monday or Wednesday night, get the book out. On the back is a spot where they can sign their name after they've read it. I know these are small lines. If they can try to keep it in between one line would be good. That way they can kind of see who's checked it out before them. It just makes it kind of fun. So simple, cab. They may have, they may cab. You want to try to get them, if they do sound each sound out, ab. If they stop there, say, okay, now what does that say? Push those sounds together, cab. And so they're just gonna go through, these are, depending on the book, they're gonna be like families that end in ab or at or am, so it should be pretty easy. They'll read the words, and then that's like the first reading. So then the second time, they can read it to someone else. And the third time to someone else. And if they want to read it beyond that, that's great. Save the second or third time for someone like a sibling, or if they really want to impress a family member. That way they're not trying to sound it out for them. Like the first time they may sound these words out, but they should get to where they can just read them, which is great, where they just almost have it memorized because maybe they've done it a few times, but that's good. That's called when they're reading like that, that's reading at like their fluency level, where it's easy and it just sounds good. So anyway, as many times as they want, and then just put it back in the bag after they've signed it. Put it back in the bag and then send it back to school. And it is important to send these back just so other people can check them out. I won't send any more home unless the previous book comes out, and we don't have more copies of these books, so it's important to take care of them, and for the most part, just keep them at home. Don't take them places to read. Not that I would think you would, but best if you can just kind of keep it at home so they don't get lost. Of course, we will progress on to more difficult books as they are able, but the process is really going to be the same. Reading it several times and then getting confident, feeling really good about it, and then returning it to school.